Hello guys, my name is Starfarer and welcome back to another Morrowind Let's Play video. Having just finished Tribunal, we now find ourselves in the land of Cool. We have been here on, I think, one occasion, over here on the main island of Ardenfell. There's really not much here, but I figure we'll go ahead and check it out, because we're going to be starting the brand new Bloodmoon DLC and going through all the adventures with that. Here's the current loadout. It's similar to what we were operating with before. We got the Daedric longbow, my new Ward of Vivec, True Flame, and I'm trying to think if I had anything else that I decided to keep. I think that's basically it. I dropped off a whole bunch of other things, and we have Amalexia's Soul that we still need to do something with. I'm thinking we'll make some kind of powerful weapon with it, but I don't know. We shall see. But we're going to go ahead and check out this land and see what's going on. See if we need to buy anything. I think we're doing mostly good. Some smugglers nearby. Classic. I've heard of a secret organization called the Twin Lamps. It helps the runaway slaves escape. It's against the law, but I think I can understand why these abolitionists would be willing to break it. I don't think we're going to end up finding much about that organization. I've heard things here and there. Okay. Everything else should just be houses. Alright, let's see if we can find the boat to take us to the DLC. That looks like a boat. Second.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
Bro, this guy is mega annoying. Welcome to Solstheim, jewel of absolutely nowhere. It's a miserable place even for the warmbloods. If you want to leave, I'd be happy to take you back. If you feel you must stay, speak with Captain Falxcarius in his chambers at Fort Frostmoth. He's the commander here, not a bad man, but a fool for remaining here. So cold, so cold. If you are here about the colony, Carnius is the man you want to speak. There's some kind of thieves' stash hidden in one of the ice caves. Okay, so it's important to note the only quest we have so far here, besides, actually starting the DLC, is the Patchwork Airship. So this guy made an airship with his crew that were supposed to fly north of this island. The airship hasn't returned. We need to discover what happened to the airship and recover the amulet of infectious charm. Alright, well, we'll keep a lookout for that for sure.
I'm listening.
Sarah, you may speak.
Head through the general quarters all the way up the south staircase on the 3rd floor. If you hear about that colony business, talk to Carnius. He's in the Imperial cult. We got Carius, Carnius, Caius, Crassius. We got all the good Imperial names. So we need to go through the general quarters all the way up the south staircase. I'm really looking forward to playing Oblivion and getting to be in the Imperial City, because I think the Imperials are pretty interesting. I don't really want to get on the wall. They have a whole dining hall here. Pretty nifty. Oh, this prison's huge.
Keep moving.
I don't know if this is the 3rd floor, I can't remember.
Yes.
It'd be so fun to be an Imperial with all your homies.
Speak freely, friend. You want something, friend?
This must be the guard level. This must be the 2nd floor, I'm guessing.
Join the Legion. See the world through your eyes.
Huh? Someone's not too happy to be stationed here. You know, to each their own.
You want something, friend?
I did. Just having a look around, my guy.
You want something, friend?
Wait, what the frick?
Yes?
I'm gonna have to try the other staircase.
Yes?
What's up? What can you do? What can I do for you? I'm Captain Falx Carius, commander of Fort Frostmoth. We're an Imperial fort, obviously, and my soldiers have the ability to be among the best in all the Empire. This island of Solstheim is not the easiest assignment, though, and sometimes it makes the men edgy. As I said, this is a difficult post. These soldiers are separated from their families and forced to live in harsh conditions. To be fair, most of these men were sent to the island as punishment for a past offense. They're not the best soldiers, yet until recently they performed their duties adequately. Until I've noticed some disturbing trends. To be sure, these men have been restless, complaining more than usual. They've been lackadaisical in performances of their duties. I sense a great unease. Morale has been low. Very low, it's not normal. My instinct tells me there's one among my troops who's fanning the fires of discontent, and I want to know who it is. They will never let me know as their commanding officer. I must regretfully keep some distance between them and myself. They may be willing to speak with you, though, so see if you can gain their trust. If you can learn anything, report to me. The Nord. So this must. I wonder like what territory Solstheim is counting those. If it's a Morrowind territory or if it's a Skyrim territory, because the Nords inhabit it, which would seem to indicate it's a Skyrim territory. I don't even know if it's worth signing up for the Legion. Whoa, he's got a library. You know, you never know with these things. Wait, he's got the progress of truth.
I asked you to investigate why the morale has been low.
Almost. I'm trying to see if you'll be a trustful person. That's sick. I want to steal the limeware platter, but well. I'm gonna make sure there's no secrets being kept. Looks like there's none. Time to go find out what's up with the troops. First, we're gonna go up here. Alright, let's go to the guard quarters. Should be on this level. What's up, home
Keep
slice?
moving.
This man could use a drink. I can arrange that. Let's go get him one. just bottles. There's gotta be something to drink around here. Alright, let's go get our man some goods. Because the one thing with Imperials... Curtain wall, curtain wall, curtain wall. The thing about the Imperials is they like money and they like drinks.
St. Plenty's Day in the Legion.
Bro, does every one of them want a drink?
Yes? What can this humble priest do for you?
There's wolves and bears here. We need to get our way to, we need to make our way to Grawl. Or not Grawl. Where was it? Latest little secret. Some kind of thieves stash in one of the ice caves. Holy frick, someone has been doing some research. Hey, it's me. Wait a second. It's a potion. Potion.
I'm listening.
Get out of my way.
Yes?
I wonder if she heard me say that.
My protege, Miriasa, left the shrine over a month ago for those forsaken frozen wastes. Her challenge was to bring the word of the Imperial cult to local savages. She hasn't returned and I fear the worst. Most Nords are too busy worshipping heathen gods. That's why missionary work is so important. She thought she could be effective by spreading the tenets of the Imperial cult. It's dangerous but necessary. Her journeys have been successful, but she never returned from her last outing. I don't suppose she'd be willing to look for her. She means a great deal. That is, her work is very important. Bruh. If you look like an adventurer, Ricky Davidson, if you could figure out what happened to her and return her, I'd empty the shrine's coffers into your purse. She left over a month ago and headed north toward Lake Fulging. Begin your search in that area. Alright. We will find your lover. I mean associate.
So what do you want?
To help you, apparently. We need to find ourselves some alcoholes. Alright, he wants a drink, we got him a drink. Where's my thiever? but not much charge. Smells like Cyrodiilic brandy to me. I know that smell anywhere. How about giving me a little pick-me-up? That's some good stuff, friend. Just hasn't been the same since this became a dry fort. That's right, no liquor at all is allowed at Fort Frostmoth these days. Yeah, I literally stole this liquor from your place. It seemed odd coming from him. Captain Carey seemed fair enough guy. As long as we carried out our duties, guess he figured we weren't up to the standard, so he cut us off. Ever since then, everyone's been in a foul mood. They literally just don't like the alcohol. I thought this was gonna be like... Heard stories about a flying ship? They say it was headed north of here into a blizzard. Oh, yo. We need to find that. Drat. Carnius! Is this about the East Empire Company? I'm a very important man. Yes, that's right, I'm the local factor. Not that it means much at this point. Our operations are just getting underway. We could use some help. Do you wish to join the East Empire Company? As a House Hala'u member and somewhat Imperial supporter, this sounds like a way to make profit. Your interest is commendable, and we can certainly use the manual labor. If nothing else, as with all business, make sure you understand the requirements. They have business at heart. Applicants should have a winning personality and a strong will. Those that can speak eloquently and barter shrewdly. Yada yada. They should be trained in time-honored virtues of long blades and medium armor. Oh my goodness, this is perfect for me. You're now an underling in the company. I'll make it clear to you now that I'm the one in charge. See me when you're ready for an assignment or a promotion. Alright, the very first of our workers have arrived and need to get to the mining site. None of them are really skilled with a blade, so I'd like you to escort them. They know the way, just you have to make sure they arrive safely. Once you're there, check in with Falco and he'll give you further instructions. Go speak to Gadar Verthen. He's down by the dock. That's so funny. Imagine, bro, you see this new guy get off the boat and you're like, shut up, we're waiting for our escort. He's like, okay, immediately gets hired and is now the escort. It's a monolithic mercantile enterprise chartered by the Emperor and managed by a board of directors. They trade in goods. Ooh, drummer artifacts. Sounds like the goods that are supposed to be banned. Okay. Bet, dude. We just got a freaking job. Let's go. We are part of the East Empire Company. Yeah. Personality and willpower are the name of the game. Okay, so eventually we're gonna have to get those upgraded, but they will suffice for now. Okay. We got some good quests going for us. That might be all we need to report to that one dude with.
What is it you want?
Bro, chill out. Yeah, I think that's about it. No, I don't want to go to the curtain wall. I love how they're just so impressed that I have this alcohol, but I like literally got it from the rooms here. Oh, yo. Antonius. Yo, what are you doing, my guy? Antonius has got himself a little sneaky. This closet cannot be opened without the key. What about the key? The key of keys. Alright, fair enough. This man's just got his cheeky alcohol. We're just exploring the fort. Alright, fort explored. Although Antonius.
Go ahead. I'm going.
Which one's Antonius? Isn't Antonius one of the guys in here? Yeah, this man is hoarding alcohol, bro. That's hilarious. Okay, let's go talk to our home slice. I can't remember which stairs is the one we're supposed to be using. Frick, it's the other one, isn't it? I need to remember this for the future. Okay, so if we're in the fort, it's not the one by the kitchen. It's the one by the entrance. I imagine the lack of alcohol might have some effects on the morale, but I didn't think I didn't ever actually ban it. Personally, I didn't even care about it. It was the priest who was worried about the effect it was having on the men. I disagreed, but the question became moot. Our shipments stopped coming months ago. Speak with these soldiers a bit more, see if you can find out who the source of this discontent is.
I asked you who it has to be.
I'm going. I think I've got proof. I don't have any more though, so we're gonna have to use his stockpile to get our ways. Let's just go see if we can confront him. Yo. That's odd. The captain would ban liquor. There's no understanding some people. Told you that he did. Guess he never officially did. Well, I have no idea. You've been in my desk? My desk? You've been in there? That's an outrage. Stolen liquor? I have no idea. Okay, perhaps I've been hiding the alcohol. It was for their own good. I hope that if the soldiers got fed up and revolted, I'd be able to justify going home to my superiors. What's the halau move here? We're gonna report this to Carius. I hope you're happy, Ricky Davidson. Yes, yes I am. We ain't just gonna pretend like this isn't happening. This is the morale of one man versus the morale of all of the troops. So, you know, what's more profitable? I think I stand more to gain if I turn him in, which is the Halau way.
I asked you to investigate why the morale has been
He started
low
this
in the
whole
fort.
thing because he wanted to
Have
go
you
home.
learned
That
anything?
twit. I could have had him reassigned it. He just asked, bruh. Now I think he might do his best work here, saving the souls of my men. With the new abundance of liquor at the fort, someone will have to deliver their salvation. Thank you for your help, Ricky. Take these. There are diseases on this island we have never encountered before, and the weapon may serve you well. Now on to more fort business. As I told you, all my soldiers here are trustworthy. Many were sent to this fort in lieu of Ebonheart's dungeons. Now I fear that a criminal element has shown itself. I believe there are weapons being smuggled out of here and sold on Vardenfell. I've noticed the store of weapons in the armory have been decreasing. I know there's no official reason. My only guess is someone is smuggling them off Solstheim to be sold on Vardenfell. I want you to uncover the smuggling ring, and I will provide you with a bit of help. I would like you to work with one of my soldiers on this case. There are two available to you, and they're two of the best. We have Sanus and Gaia. You find Lucius in the general quarters, and Arteria in the general quarters upper level. Speak with them and decide which will be your companion. When you have unearthed the smuggling ring, report to me. I leave how you deal with the smugglers to your discretion. So Lucius knows more about the daily activities here at the fort than any other soldier. He's not our strongest fighter, he makes up for it with his savviness. He may be the best suited to ferret out the smuggling ring. She's one of my most loyal soldiers and my most powerful. I've never seen her bested in combat. Her skill with weapons is legendary here. Okay. General quarters and general quarters upper level. So Arteria should be somewhere here.
Captain said you'd be by. I'm supposed to assist you with something?
Okay, so we've got Captain Arteria. Let's see. How do we get to the normal general quarters?
Captain Carius mentioned that you might come to speak with me. How may I assist you?
I think, let's see. Okay, we are gonna work with Sanus. Oh wait, I totally just told him not. Excellent. Gaiotir will have to perform other tasks that Captain Curious had for me today, but no matter, let us find these scoundrels. Heck yes. I suggest we speak with some of the soldiers here at the fort. A motley bunch to be sure, but some of them are fair. I've developed quite a rapport with a few. In fact, why don't we begin by speaking with Zeno Faustus? He's an interesting character. We'll find him in the armory. Alright, sounds good to me. I feel like this guy knows what's up. He can probably guide us through this operation best. I think this is the armory. Can't remember. No, this is the armory. Nope, this is the armory. As you can tell, saying this, I know exactly what I'm doing.
What is it you want?
Don't know why he yells so much. I heard you're with Lucius, so I figure you must be okay. Listen up, I overheard some of the soldiers talking about a place, the Gangdrung Caverns. That's a bit northeast of the fort. Something about weapons being stashed there. I didn't want to know more than that. Maybe you should check that place out, but if you find them, you'll have to kill them, unless you can find some other arrangement. What do you think, Sanus? I believe we have enough information to break up this ring. Let us finish. Alright, bet. Okay, how do we get out of the fort? What's so weird seeing trees? Okay. So you travel the wilds of Solstheim just as I do. Here's a word of advice from one wanderer to another. Keep your eyes open and your wits about you. There's more than bears and wolves roaming this island. If you find yourself face to face with berserkers or freeze hags, sheath your blade and get to running. If you need shelter, my kinsfolk at Thirst will gladly take you in. Because of their instance, I'm going bare-chested in the most severe blizzard. They're crazy as they come and care only for savagery and murder. They make their home in burial burrows or some crap like that. I've heard of some berserker mother, but no one has ever seen her and lived. Their mages dedicated to the teachings of Kine, the widow god of Shore. Each is powerful sorcerers, skilled in frost-based magic. They're vicious and view most people as a threat to their beliefs. Thirst is the finest mead hall you'll ever visit, friend. It lies north of here and to the east of Lake Falging. If you reach the Skull Village, you've gone too far. When you get there, see Ulfrun. She's in charge of the mead and will gladly set you a flagon. Mead is the nectar of the gods. I saw the missionary near Thirsk, but I haven't been back to the mead hall in several weeks. That is also good to know. This is a weird enemy. What the frick is that? Oh yeah, I forgot we got this. Just a pretty bad weapon. stay away from that. We just need to go northeast. This person looks important. Oh, the freeze hags are like a group. Interesting. $7 a.m. Caverns northeast of the fort. We might be going too far south now, but I just want to make sure we didn't miss it. Alright, we're gonna need this, aren't we? Oh my gosh, what is he doing? We don't have time for this, Chief. Look out behind you. Mate, we can't go fighting everything that comes in our way. Okay, we need to go farther northeast, I think. Unless this is something interesting. This is the cavern. Okay, lad. He's so eager.
Surrender now, and I must let you live.
Okay, lad, come on. Maybe we should have gone with the other person, because this guy is... This guy is a little, trigger happy. Bear gauntlet. Dude, bear armor would be sick. Do I still have my ring of fireballs? may as well pick a new one up. No hurt in meat. Perfect. Summon an ancestral ghost. Alright.
Surrender now, and I might let you live.
Man, he always just rushes in.
Surrender now, and I might let you live.
Am I good or what?
I swear, I just want to get that guy home in one piece. All these nerds and their paralysis weapons. I don't even remember what we were looking for anymore. Something about weapon smuggling, I don't know. Potion of invisibility. Oh, this is interesting. Wait, I don't want any trouble. I heard you were working with Lucius, and everyone at the fort knows that he's a reasonable man, so maybe we can make a deal. I'll get off the island, leave the weapons behind. You just let me go peacefully and don't cause any trouble with Carius, and I'm gone. Look, I'll give you this nice little axe as a bonus for keeping quiet. Carius will never miss me, and I'll just disappear. Ask Lucius. He'll give you good advice. Oh, gosh.
You're mine.
I want... No! As I said, you let me walk and no one ever sees me again. The weapons stay here and I'll give you this axe.
Let's see what you're made of. You're mine. I will enjoy this.
Dang. Rip Sanus, bro. He didn't even have an axe. Aw, did my boots get broken? Dang it. That sucks. Holy cow. Those got damaged so quickly. It's too bad. Alright, well that's that, I guess. I've returned to Fort Frostmoth to Captain Carius, but the fort has been attacked in my absence. Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't recall this being a thing. The fort, the creatures, it's horrible, and the captain, I haven't seen him. Find Victoria, she may know what to do. Oh. Over the past couple months, several people across Solstheim have been poisoned with moon sugar. Someone's been slipping into their food and wine. They experience temporary euphoria and then complete exhaustion. If it were just the Empire... Oh wait, one of our own has been affected. Last week, the cult priest was stricken with moon sugar after drinking it with some wine. I know you're not a member of the Legion, but I'd like to hire you to help with the investigation. I want you to kill the man responsible. Jolene, our cult priest, was the most recent victim. He actually caught a glimpse of the culprit, a man wearing a Colovian fur helm. Bring me this white helm and I'll know the deed is done.
How can I help you?
It was just last week. I sat down to some wine. Moments later realized something was wrong. I've never experienced something so free. The laughing, the dancing, it was horrible. A strange old man, certainly no Nord, wearing a Colovian fur helm, but he had a silly song. I was deeply affected by the moon sugar. I'm not sure I can trust my own recollections, but he was very singing like a nursery rhyme, like a child. Something about a workshop in the snow, lanterns all aglow. And I remember something about candy. There were lots of he-ha's, ha's, ho's. Do you know anything else, my guy? Alright, we need to go find the captain. Those creatures took him. Someone has got to find the captain. And where's Lucius? He's dead too? This is horrible. There was an attack, some kind of wolf creatures. I don't know how it happened. We were outmanned, but the soldiers fought valiantly. When it was over, he was gone. I didn't see him go down, so I assume he was alive. My guess is those savages from the Nord village have something to do with this. You need to find him. My guess would be werewolves. I've seen them before, but this is different. I've never known these things to travel in such large numbers, and there were a whole bunch of them. I've heard the Nords up north can control the beast, though. There are a bunch of savages that live on the northeast tip, the Skull they call themselves. I'll mark their village on your map. A bunch of animal spirit-worshipping freaks, wolves especially. I'm sure they know what happened to the captain. Now go find out. They're not likely to trust you, so take this. They'll like it. You should stay with them until you can figure out what's happened. Get in good with them and earn their trust. Oof. We have to go all the way up there.
You've got to find the captain. The fort needs him.
Speak freely, friend.
Alright, we will go find the captain. In the next episode, guys, we're going to travel up north and see what we can do to find the captain and other things. So, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you later.